Hi, my name is Taylor.
Hi, I'm Nemo.
Hi, my name is Tarini.
Hi, my name is Jana. So, our group has chosen to base our project off a very well known and common disease, Alzheimer's. We've chosen this disease because it affects many people not only in Canada but also worldwide. We believe it is very important to address this disease and create an app to ease the difficulties associated with Alzheimer's, as well as to help limit the progressions of the disease in early stages. So, as you can see from the slide here, the name of our app is A for Alz, which is an app to assist Alzheimer's patients. And on the left, you see our logo that we put together. We have the brain because that represents brain disease, and the purple ribbon represents Alzheimer's disease.
The Alzheimer's disease is a form of dementia that affects the brain's cognitive functioning. It serves as a cause for deterioration in vital parts of the brain, resulting in the loss of important functions such as memory and learning. Although it initially begins with seemingly harmless signs of forgetfulness, its degenerative nature rapidly causes it to aggravate to more serious symptoms, including difficulty in movement and recognizing familiar faces. As a result, it can seriously affect a person's ability to carry out daily functions, rendering them disabled and constantly in need of external support. There are multiple factors that contribute to the development of Alzheimer's. Some of these factors include age, genetics, high blood pressure, and cholesterol. The disease has a significant impact on societies all around the world in both high and low income countries. The cost of direct and indirect resources expended to provide preventative care, diagnosis, and treatment is predicted to impact nearly 66 to 75% of a regular household's income. By 2024, the global annual spending for the costs related to Alzheimer's, such as hospital resources and social services, is estimated to be between $379 billion to over $500 billion.
The target population our app wants to reach is those who are currently living with Alzheimer's, which is mostly seen in elder populations, as well as those who are at risk for developing Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is a very well-known and common disease seen all over the world, affecting approximately 30 to 35 million people worldwide, and in Canada, approximately 241,200 to about 281,400 people are living with Alzheimer's currently. For reasons unknown, it is seen more in women than men, and it is seen more in lower income countries as opposed to other countries. As you can see here, this is our home screen. A key factor our app wants to encompass is simplicity so that it is easy to use. This is extremely important for Alzheimer's patients as their cognitive abilities begin to decline. Our app will consist of a home screen containing their profile at the top and the 5 components of the app, including emergency contacts, emergency information, daily reminders / to-do list, memories, games, log concerns, and their personal diary, all seen as separate icons for easy display and access. There's also small symbols on each app or in each tab to help understand as well. Let's take a closer look at each of the components of our app.
All right, so we see here is the profile and settings feature of this app. So upon downloading this app, the patient or the primary caretaker will be asked to input information regarding things like the patient's name, date of birth, address, and health history. So with permission, the patient will also be asked to run through a voice testing process, and this is to allow voice recognition. So facial recognition from both the patient and a primary caretaker are set up during this step and will also be used to control and change the settings of this app, such as the password.
Emergency contact. When installing the app, the patients will be asked to input 3 emergency contacts containing their phone numbers and their respective names. The app will also have the options of additionally labeling the contacts as emergency 1, emergency 2, and emergency 3 for the cases during which the patients finds themselves in critical situations where they do not remember who to contact. The app also has a feature of voice recognition software. When installing the app, it will display a sentence for the patients to read out, and they can choose which language the sentence would be written in. The app will use that language for everything, such as menu. When a person with Alzheimer is lost or confused, they can use the voice activation and say things like, I'm lost or I'm confused. And they will, I'm lost or need help. And the app will automatically access their emergency contacts. Since an early sign of Alzheimer is having difficulty performing familiar tasks, such as home chores or grocery shopping. This feature becomes helpful in allowing patients to do these daily tasks, even though they may become disoriented and need quick assistance.
People with Alzheimer's have tendencies to forget important information about themselves, and this becomes a safety concern during times of distress and an emergency. In order to keep patients safe, the app will include a feature that stores their personal information, such as name, condition, which is Alzheimer's, home address, phone number to call, and medical history. This information will allow medical professionals and citizens to help Alzheimer's patients in times of need. For concerns with privacy and who has access to the information, the app will be designed to display only the patient's name and their condition to bystanders attempting to help. A facial recognition software will be added to sense if a stranger is handling the phone, which will automatically open the app to an emergency information page. Once a briefing of the condition is displayed, the emergency contacts will then pop up, and citizens will only be allowed to have access to that. Doctors and emergency services will have automatic access to further information upon scanning their work badge, like their medical ID badge or their officer identification number, to help save time in cases of emergencies.
In the personal diary, patients can log the things that they want to remember and insert photo attachments of these significant events. This feature will act as an external memory aid and will help the patients with Alzheimer's disease to recall episodic memories. This is based on the concept of reminiscence therapy, where patients with impaired cognitive functions that were frequently subjected to music, photographs, videos, and items of their past, relieved on improvement on in their recollection of memories. People that are in the earliest stage of the Alzheimer can start writing their memories and their diaries, whatever they can remember, in the app, so they can access them if they forgot any of them important moments of their lives.
Okay. Although Alzheimer's patients do not tend to retain new memory and skills, musical sensitivity gained from their childhood is one of the cognitive capabilities that do not tend to deteriorate easily. Therefore, a fun feature to this app includes a daily interactive memory training game that requires low cognitive requirements designed to be simplistically operational. So this game revolves around listening, playing, and composing musical pieces that may be familiar to them from their time. So as you can see in a slide just above, there's something that looks like piano tiles. And the concept of our game is quite similar, except it'll be much more simpler and slower since it is targeted towards people who have trouble retaining memory and learning new skills. So classic songs, nursery rhymes, or music of the patient's choice can be played from the game, while a simple colored keyboard allows for patients to follow the lead of the music and the keys. So there is an improvisation mode where patients are encouraged to play the tunes that they remember, and these games are targeted to triggering specific abilities that the patients still have and aims to increase their reminiscing abilities by reminding them of the music that they knew before cognitive deterioration took its course. So another game patients can choose to select from is the Match Cards memory game, and these cards are displayed on a screen for a certain amount of time, and each card has a symbol on it and a pair. So this can be seen just below with the yellow box and the cards. So all the cards are then flipped over, and then the user would have to flip one card and then find its pair. There are different levels to this game. The harder the level, the more cards there will be, and a time adjustment will be made for how long you get to view the cards. Another game will be called the pattern match, which is seen on your right. So there will be levels to this game as well. There are colored buttons on the screen which will light up one at a time to resemble a pattern. And once done flashing, the patient has to repeat the pattern by tapping on ones that light up in the correct order. So the harder levels, the more lights and the longer patterns there will be. These are easy, short-term memory games that will encourage the patient to engage while improving their memory and cognitive function at the same time.
The app has other options as well, such as notifications. Every day, the app will send notifications with certain objectives. The app can remind the patients about their medications, if applicable, and upcoming appointments. Additionally, the app will have an option for them to write their plans every day, and it will remind them throughout the day to ensure that they do not forget to complete their tasks. Along with this simple to-do list, patients can also start writing their diary in the app, and they will be asked to read a few pages of their entries on the daily basis.
Okay, so if you can recall back to the homepage, you'll find that the final tab located at the bottom of the screen is used to log any pre-existing or early concerns. So patients who are in the early stages of cognitive degradation or have a family history with this disease may find this feature to be beneficial since they can log in the days and the times they're experiencing symptoms, with the most obvious one being mild memory loss. So when a tab is tapped, it will automatically record the date and the time of the day, where the patients can proceed to note their concern, then press enter to save. So what you see in a slide as an example of what a user may write, I'm reading from the first paragraph here. As I was cleaning my kitchen today, I kept misplacing the kitchen utensils and often forgot what I was cleaning or looking for. So again, that's just an example. And this documented concern could later be shown to a caregiver or a healthcare professional to analyze and diagnose.
Alzheimer's continues to be a growing concern across the world for many. Our hope with the app is to ease the struggles of those associated with the disease and provide a better quality of life for those affected. Thank you for watching.